Hello again and welcome to this Python video. Okay, so last time we got there, I'm going to clear this, click run, just so you can see where we were. Just to reiterate, this A and B are variables, and here I'm performing an operation, which is the addition on A plus B. Then I have subtraction, CD, as you can see there, C minus D. Here, what I did, I multiplied F by G, but I still remember C because in this program, C still exists and the value of it is 100. So it took F times G, which is 180, plus 100, it gave me 280. And last thing we said was C over 5, this becomes a float. We call it a float or a real number. That means it has a decimal point. And if I don't want that decimal point, I can just convert it to an int with an integer. So I put the word int in front of it. And remember, think about the int as a whole number. So that brings me to data types here, or the basic ones at least. Data types. So data types in Python, since I started it already and I mentioned them, let me talk about them a little bit. And the data types are int for integer, float for that decimal number, and then you have a string. Pretty much there are a lot more, but these are the three basic ones. Now, for this program, once we assign a variable, this is how Python works. I assigned a variable minus 5 to A. Minus 5 is an integer because it doesn't have a decimal place. So the type of A is integer. The type of B is integer. The type of C, D, they're all integers because I assigned them a whole number. Now, once I get down here, that result there is a float, as you can see, because it's 20.0. That means Python is smart enough to know what type of data is coming out, and then accordingly it will assign it that specific data type. So in this case, C is an integer, but if I divide it by 5, the outcome of that operation or of that division is actually a float, and that's why it puts a 0.0 on it, even though there's a 0.0 under it. But to the computer internally, there is a difference between how it handles an integer and how it handles the float. Now, to see that in action, so there is this type, let's say A. So if I say type A, I click run. Okay, so what did this say? It says int. So the type of A is int. I go back to say, if I do type A, type P, C, D, F, G, all of them are int. I'm going to try and do one that is F, and in this case I'm just going to say, let's say H, F, that is a float, H equals C over 5, which we have done before. Okay, and here, so if I print H, it's going to be 20.0. Now I also want to print with a comma type, that means give me the type of H. Click run, it's going to say 20.0, it's a float there. And the float means it has a decimal point after the number, so 20.0, 20.1, or whatever it happens to be. Let me try to do this C over 3. Click run. Now, you notice what happened there? That's the float bit. One I had before, C over 5, it didn't have, it just had a 0. But now I had a float bit, which is a huge number, 33333, almost repeating. So this is where the float is coming in, and you can actually see it. If the number that you have is an integer, you won't be able to display those. I'm hoping this is making sense. So these are the basic data types that we deal with. There will be more data types with lists and the likes coming up later in other videos. Since I went overboard in the previous two videos, I'm going to stop here. That's about 4 minutes, and I will see you in the next video.